Hey, welcome back to the Shane and I Show. My name is Shane.
I'm Max, and I got a cushion where I'm pushing.
You got a cushion where you're pushing?
Yeah.
Are you the co-host with the most?
Something like that. I think that's the second time.
What was the one? You used that one before.
Yeah, the reason I did is because, I pulled these out of just the blue, but there happens to be a cushion on the shelf behind you.
So you're not really sitting on a cushion.
And it's right at eye level.
But you're not really sitting on a cushion.
No, but the first thing I say is cushion because it's just right there.
Yeah, but you had one earlier before we even started recording. I forgot what it was.
Did I?
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back. We're here.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome back to the Shane and I Show. My name is Shane.
I'm Max, and I have a blanket.
I'll take the blanket.
Thank you.
But you really don't. Anyway, we are back. Hopefully you guys, because we're going to release this after the new year. So hopefully you guys had a good holiday.
Yeah.
A good new year.
Yeah.
You made your little resolutions.
Hopefully you've already broken them by now.
Hopefully.
And now you can stop worrying about it.
Hopefully that all goes well. Anyway, this is the podcast about nothing that makes you think of something.
Hell yeah.
And this podcast here is sponsored by Mind Grinder Coffee, www.mindgrindercoffee.com. $15, order a bag. If you get 2 bags, we offer free shipping. Just use code FREESHIPPING24 at checkout.
Yum, yum. Highly recommend it. For the first time in a long time, I'm not drinking it this episode.
Yeah, we're not. I'm drinking a Diet Coke.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I kind of wish I had a cup of Mind Grinder coffee with me.
Yeah,
right
but you
now.
got your Zoa energy drink.
Yes, with a picture of The Rock on it.
Does it have a picture of The Rock on it?
The box did. This one doesn't. Is The Rock actually associated with
The
this?
Rock's that's
Holy shit, there's his signature.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson, you're a hero.
Hell yeah. All right.
So it brings us up, right? Because we just did an episode. The last episode we uploaded was The Rock Cooks Cheese. So when I tell you that Max is a fanboy of The Rock, I'm not lying.
Yeah. The Rock cooks cheese and he makes a mean energy drink.
And yeah, man. So you know what was funny?
What?
Yesterday and the day before, I was tripping, right?
Yeah.
I was like, man, I really don't have anything to talk about on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what am I going to talk about? I'm like scrolling through TikTok to figure out like a good fucking something, right?
Mm-hmm.
A good fucking something to talk about. And then I realized yesterday, I'm like, you know what? This is a podcast about nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what am I fucking worrying about?
What do you need something for?
And then I giggled to myself.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you being so silly? What I found out on TikTok, and it could be just for views, I'm not sure yet if it's real or not, is there's a lot of motherfuckers out there cheating on their significant other.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a lot of I caught him cheating videos or shorts or whatever you want to call them things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I sound like an old man.
That's
Because
okay.
I am.
That's okay. Look, there's 8 billion people in the world.
Right.
About 6 billion of them use the internet every goddamn day.
Right.
And let's say, so there's going to be a lot of cheaters.
So is it the new thing? Is it the new thing to like catch your significant other cheating on you on video? Is that like the new thing? Is that like some kind of justification? Like I knew he was cheating on me, or I knew she was cheating on me.
Well, it's not a new thing. Do you remember that show back in the day, Cheaters?
Yeah.
Where the host got stabbed one episode?
Yeah. Is it the same guy that did the pedophile guy?
No, a different guy.
Different guy?
Different
It's
guy.
not the pedophile guy?
He's not the pedophile. I mean, he ambushed people.
Yeah.
But the pedophile guy was, hey, let's go catch pedophiles. And it was very serious. And Cheaters was like, hey, let's go catch cheaters. But it was not serious at all.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember it now. I think you can still see reruns of that show.
I used to watch it every fucking night.
Yeah.
Every night I would watch Cheaters.
It was always on after on late night on Spike TV.
Yeah, like right after Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah. People remember Spike TV?
Fuck yes.
They had the Man Show on there. Remember the Man Show?
Yeah, but I watched it. The Man Show. Oh man, that's not a show that aged well. Holy shit! I watched it on Comedy Central when it was first aired.
I don't think you could get away with doing a show like The Man Show these days.
No, definitely not.
I think they tried to get Jimmy Kimmel canceled.
I mean, it's amazing that Jimmy Kimmel is still like on the air and popular.
Yeah.
After having done The Man Show.
Yeah, and the co-host Adam Carolla, nothing happened to him, and he was like worse.
Yeah.
He just does podcasting now.
Oh, good for him.
So he's our competition.
Got to do something. Adam Carolla used to listen to him every night on fucking Loveline.
Yeah, he was good on Loveline with Dr. Drew.
Yeah, Loveline with Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew got himself in a little trouble for his advice.
Did he?
Yeah.
What advice did he give?
I don't know. Some of the weird stuff he talked about, some of the relationship advice. Like I think he was like just a regular addiction doctor and like shouldn't be giving people like love advice. Kind of like when we had our show where we gave love advice, but we really shouldn't be giving love advice.
Yeah, but we said that on the show.
Yeah, but he never did.
And Loveline was like, ask an expert.
Yeah. I don't think he was an expert. I think he got in trouble for not really being an expert in that department.
I don't know what it was, but I liked Loveline.
Yeah, it was humorous.
It was.
There's a lot of weird people in the world that need help with their love life.
For sure.
Brings us up to cheating again.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, if your significant other is cheating on you all the time, get out. Yeah. Don't post a video.
Yeah. Just fucking be done with it. Wash your hands at the thing.
Just leave. Nobody wants. Dude, it was like crazy. It was like every other video was, I just saw my girlfriend cheating on me and I got it on video. I just saw my man cheating on me and it's on video. This is how I know he was cheating on me. And it's something stupid like their phone was sitting on the counter. Like, okay, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the ones that are funny are the ones that make fun of those videos. Those ones are funny.
Okay.
There's people in there like, this is how I caught my significant other cheating on me. And it's like with a stuffed animal or something. It's kind of funny.
All right, yeah.
So, I don't know where I was really going with that.
Like a stuffed animal, like a nanny cam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know where I was really going with that. It's just TikTok is fucking weird, man.
Yeah, it is.
It might be my age, but it is like some girl with big old boobies is like, would you bang it? Would you bang me? And it's like, well, if you're just throwing them out there all like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. I would gladly hit it and quit it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a weird place and I'm trying to figure it out. Because I don't have a personal TikTok account, but our show does. Mm-hmm. So I use the show's TikTok account to like make shorts, new episode coming out, whatnot.
Okay.
I don't post anything else on there, but I just find the videos to be like fucking weird.
Here's what you got to do. You have to, and it is hard to do, and one fucking misstep and you fucked it up. But you can, if you try really hard, manipulate the output on your algorithm.
Yeah.
So they fucking analyze every little they analyze how long you watch each video and everything about the video and fucking like, I bet they even are looking through your camera at where your eyes are going on the screen. These motherfuckers.
Those mother TikTok fuckers.
So you gotta be.
Aren't they owned by Facebook?
TikTok?
Yeah.
Nah, some Chinese company.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. They were going to get banned by Trump.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway,
because they brought the swine flu.
Yeah, or whatever the fuck. Fucking TikTok's gonna make the Chinese brainwash your children.
Yeah.
That's how they're gonna do it.
Yeah. Become zombies.
Yeah. But fuck it, like for me, man, my TikTok's mostly full of like really like cute animals and then funny people.
Right.
But then like one day where I just linger on a couple of thirst traps too long, and it takes me a fucking week to fix it.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now. It's like it takes me a week to get out of all this he cheated on me bullshit.
Yeah.
Or she cheated on me bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I know, like somebody got cheated on. I don't need to watch you catch your significant other.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to do it.
Yeah, if you're just a slow swiper that week, it's just going to keep showing you the oh, they cheated on me videos.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's strange. So people weren't happy with the fact that we sounded a little depressed on our last episode, and I was like, how is trying to help somebody being depressed?
It wasn't depressed, but it wasn't light.
Yeah, it wasn't a light episode, so we're gonna keep things light.
We're gonna keep things light today.
We're gonna make you laugh.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we make you laugh.
Yeah.
New year, new me bullshit.
Yeah, all that.
2023.
2020. Oh,
yeah.
2023.
Yeah, you got any New Year's resolutions?
Oh no, goodness no. I had things I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah.
But New Year's resolutions guaranteed failure.
Yeah.
For me. So
I think
I
for
don't
most
do that.
people,
Yeah.
I think for most people, like the New Year, new me bullshit, I think is a way to set yourself up for failure.
Yeah. So
like,
I'm trying to give up sugar.
Yeah.
Just cut it out.
It's a big one, man.
Yeah.
That's hard.
It is.
I gave up sugar.
Yeah.
I use sweetener, like 0-calorie sweetener.
That's fine.
And I don't really care if like a third head's going to grow out of my shoulder. It hasn't yet, but
honestly, what's more likely to happen? The third head grows out of your shoulder, or you get diabetes.
I want to avoid diabetes.
Yeah, me too. I would
want
like to
avoid the diabetes.
Yeah, I would like to keep both my feet. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I don't want my feet to start swelling like a balloon.
Yeah.
And not be able to walk.
Yeah.
I kind of like walking.
Yeah.
So cutting out sugar?
Yeah.
How's that going?
It was going great for a week.
Didn't you eat the cake?
So here's what happened. It was going great for a week with the exception of a piece of cake.
Right.
And then my lovely wife, once a year, she makes cookies, holiday cookies.
Yeah, I remember you.
For the world.
I remember I called you and you guys were in the middle of making holiday cookies.
Yeah, she makes cookies for everyone in the world.
I didn't get no cookies.
Well, just you don't eat sugar, so good for you. We actually this year we kind of cut it off early.
You cut it off?
Yeah, at 2 or 3 batches of cookies in, she was like, "No, I'm tired. I don't want to do this." So she stopped doing it, which was great. But here's the thing: Cookie Day involves me hanging around a bunch of cookie dough for hours.
That's not good.
Cookie dough and chocolate chips and
that's not good.
Yeah. And I was just right back to the races with the sugar, man.
Did you eat the whole thing of cookie dough?
No, but I ate a lot of fucking cookie dough. I'll tell you what, man. Give me cookie dough over cookies any day of the week.
Cookie dough's good, man.
Yeah. Especially, I've come to really appreciate. I used to love the tube that I could eat like a burrito, like the Toll House cookie dough tube.
Yeah.
But now some good homemade cookie dough, that's where it's at for me.
Yeah, it's a thing, man. Sugar's a deadly thing.
It is, yeah.
I stopped eating sugar a while ago. Like, I think I mentioned it before, but I've had certain things, like I've had like a regular Coke recently. Dude, it was like, I was fucking wired.
Yeah, I did that recently, but that was after I got back on sugar.
Yeah.
And so it was just like nothing.
Yeah.
It was like regular sugar.
Like if I drank one of those Zoas, like I'd be wired. I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight.
Well, these don't have sugar in them.
They don't?
No, they got a tiny bit of juice.
Oh, yeah. That's why The Rock did him, was for the 0 sugar so he could drink it before his workouts.
Oh, actually, I'm looking at this, and it says, very first thing, above the nutrition facts, contains no fruit juice.
Ah, nice.
But something puts 10 calories in there.
Something does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Rock's energy drinks are good. According to Max, I'm stumbling on my words for some reason. And yeah, man, what else is going on? So yeah, for me, like the New Year, new me bullshit or making resolutions, they've never worked out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't think I've ever been like, okay, yeah, this is the New Year's resolution. I'm going to go on a diet this year or whatever. Because every time I've said I've been going on a diet, like it never works, right? Like, but if I just watch what I eat, I've been realizing this lately. If I just watch what I eat, I don't really track, because I got really obsessed for like a few months where before I did my powerlifting meet, where I was like really obsessed with tracking my macros, tracking my calories, tracking all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was like, how is this like longevity wise? How is this am I going to go out to eat with a fucking app calculating my calories and my protein and all that crap? Or can I figure out how to just figure out how much protein I need in a meal, how much carbs I need in a meal, and how many fats I need in a meal. Mm-hmm. And I think where a lot of people get tripped up on these weight loss apps And where I got tripped up on this weight loss app was I always had to calculate, right? I always, like, every meal I calculated shit. And I was just like, after a while, I was like, okay, if this is 6 ounces of protein, it should be the same in every meal, right? I started figuring it out, and I was like, okay. And so for like the last 2 months, I want to say I haven't been tracking. I still have the app just in case, right?
Right.
I'm like, I get way out of whack, and I started eating crappy again, but I haven't, and I've been a lot happier, like, not having to worry about tracking my shit.
Yeah. That, I mean, just all this talk of tracking. I'm going to tell you right now, it has taken the vibe of the podcast and dragged it down. It sounds like a drag.
Okay, so let's bring it back up.
Let's bring it back up.
Bring it back up here.
Let's bring it back up. You know something I would eat that I shouldn't eat?
What?
A cauldron of cheese cooked by The Rock.
Yes. Yes. We still need to pitch that show to him. We got a show just for you, Rock. Fucking advice. You give advice
while cooking a cauldron
while cooking
of
cheese dressed in your wrestling gear.
Yeah, you got a giant wooden spoon. You're just stirring this cauldron of cheese.
You know who else would be a good host for that show if we couldn't get The Rock? I was thinking about this.
Who?
Steve Austin.
Yeah. I was thinking Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa would be good, but he doesn't have wrestling gear. But I don't think you would need a man like Jason Momoa.
But, like, he doesn't need wrestling gear. He could put on his Khal Drogo fucking outfit.
Yeah, but I don't think he would tell people, like, yell in people's faces. I think it would be a lot more, man, if it floats your boat, go ahead and do it kind of guy.
So he would, but he would do it like this. Man, if it floats your boat, go ahead and fucking do it. He's got this super deep voice.
Yeah. I'm going to just go walk around bare. He looks like he would be a guy that walks barefoot.
Look at me, I'm Jason Momoa. I walk around barefoot and shirtless. Look at my pecs.
You know what's weird? You know what's weird about the barefoot thing?
What?
Right? I know a girl, or kind of know a girl, who's engaged to a guy that didn't wear shoes once. For like a long time, he didn't wear shoes. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, he ended it with her, which was smart.
Good for him. Yeah, that was smart for him. Yeah.
But the fact that he didn't wear shoes was weird to me. I'm bringing that up because I just recently watched a video on YouTube about this dude who went a full 2 years without wearing fucking shoes.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Your feet have to smell.
No. I would think, if anything, your feet would be less smelly than ever before.
But they'd be all dirty all the time.
Yeah, but it would be like a patina. You know,
patina?
Yeah, it wouldn't be toe jam. It would be a patina like you see on cliff walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like he was like talking about how it changed his life not wearing shoes, and he saved a bunch of cash not having to pay for shoes. And he was just tired of shoes.
Good for him.
And I was like, that's just weird though. Like how do you, like, he was like, there was parts in the video where he was like all dressed up in a tuxedo, except he didn't have no shoes. Like, if you're going to a fancy place to go and eat and you're all dressed up, I don't think they let you in with no shoes.
Yeah, a lot of them, they got that sign, no shoes, no shirt, no service. Here's what you could do though. Paint the top of your feet black. Most people don't actually look at your shoes.
Right.
And if they are looking at your shoes and they noticed that you just painted your feet black, well, fuck them. Who are they to go analyzing your fucking shoes?
Right. And that's like people that don't wear shoes are also people that don't wear deodorant.
Dude, if you don't wear deodorant, you don't need deodorant. I will stand by this to my dying day. The less you wear deodorant, the less you need deodorant.
I don't know, man. My BO smells pretty bad.
Yeah. Do you ever wear deodorant?
Yeah.
How often?
Every day.
Yeah, that's why your BO is so bad. You don't have the fucking like natural aroma suppression.
I don't agree with that. I know guys that don't wear BOs that fucking reek.
Well, you still have to bathe.
They don't wear deodorant and they fucking reek.
You still have to bathe.
Well, most of the time, if you're not wearing shoes and you're not wearing deodorant, you have something against fucking showers too.
You still have to bathe.
Yeah, but most of the time, I'm going to say it again. If you have something against shoes and you're not fucking wearing shoes and you have something against deodorant and you're not wearing deodorant, chances are you don't like showers.
You could take a desert wind bath. I've done this before. You climb up to the top of a butte and it's nice and windy up there.
Right.
And you just fucking you just stand fucking spread eagle, legs and arms all spread out, all fucking naked, and let the wind just sweep you clean.
Let the wind flap your balls.
Just flap your balls and and dry you out and sweep you clean, and yeah.
But I feel like if you're doing that, if you have some big thing against showers, against deodorant, against shoes, right? You're not even doing that. You're not even taking fucking French baths, right? Where you're just in the sink and you just fucking wash your hair kind of willy-nilly in the sink and you wash your face.
Oh, you mean a hobo shower?
Yeah, a hobo shower.
Yeah, all right.
You're not even doing that. Like, you're fucking dirty and you fucking smell.
I
you know what they call that, Jules? They call that a bum.
Yep. All right. There you go.
Pulp Fiction. There you go. Eating the trash I throw away. That's a bum, Jules.
I was just thinking of that time we went to see Pulp Fiction at the theater in Petaluma.
Was that Pulp Fiction?
That was Pulp Fiction.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was like many moons ago.
Was it playing for some special occasion?
No, it's like every Wednesday at the theater at the JC in Petaluma.
Oh, now I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
They have this really nice fucking movie theater.
Yeah. I remember now. Because I was thinking of the time that I went with Ron and a bunch of other people, and we went and saw Grindhouse and that other movie that was part of that Grindhouse.
Yeah, that double feature thing.
Yeah, and we saw the whole fucking thing in the movie theater. It was like 6 hours in the movie theater.
Yeah.
We saw like a midnight showing.
Damn. The chick like, with the leg?
Yeah.
The gun leg?
Yeah. It was like 5 in the morning when we got out. 5:30, 6 in the morning when we got out of that.
Shit.
Yeah, it was like both movies back to back.
Yeah, double feature,
it was
man.
A fucking grind to watch all those in a row.
Yeah.
I liked the first one a lot. Planet Boom, that was the second one. Or Planet Terror.
That was the one with, what's his name? Kurt Russell?
No, Kurt Russell was the first one. That was Death Proof. Death Proof. That was the one I liked.
Okay.
That's still one of my favorites. Right. I really like that one, actually.
All right.
Just because Kurt Russell's just... Stuntman Mike is such a badass. It's such a funny character. All right. He just drives around terrorizing people in his car.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, but Kurt Russell probably takes showers. I would assume.
I would assume, yeah.
And he probably wears deodorant.
Yeah, and shoes.
Yeah.
He's a Hollywood guy. You gotta,
Yeah.
Or else you get a reputation as he's the stinky guy. You don't want him on your movie.
Yeah, he doesn't wear shoes, man.
He doesn't wear shoes. His feet have that patina. Not very great on camera.
No.
Yeah.
So at the end of this guy's video, that's what I think. That's what I was thinking. The end of this guy's video, he was like, it was just too tough. There were certain points where like not wearing shoes was like not cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like my feet got all these weird scars on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like just randomly, they started to dry out.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, and so he decided at the end of the video to put shoes on.
All right,
and to start wearing deodorant. No, I just made that part up. I don't know. The whole video was about him not wearing shoes for a year.
All right, and the moral of the story was he would rather wear shoes.
He would rather wear shoes than not wear shoes.
Yeah.
That's the conclusion he came to after a year.
Yeah, I think especially like if you're going to be walking around in America on fucking like pavement and blacktop and shit and with fucking chemicals on the ground and shit.
It would make more sense to wear shoes.
You want to wear shoes, yeah.
But I could see if you're like in a more tropical place like Hawaii or some shit like that.
Well, even then they still have all those things, but if you spend most of your time like on the beach
or in the jungle.
In the jungle, yeah.
Like, I could see the option of not wearing shoes being a pretty good idea because they would just fucking wind up getting you heavy when they'd get all wet. Because eventually, if you're in the jungle, you're going to fucking fall into a swamp or some shit.
And not just that, but like human feet were perfectly designed for carrying humans around.
Yeah.
Like shoes fuck all that up. The only reason you need shoes is because like we've changed the ground.
I think that's going to be our title for this episode. Why do you need shoes?
Why do you need shoes?
Max and Shay talk about not wearing shoes.
Yeah.
Would you ever do it though? Like if somebody was like, I'm going to pay you, I'll give you $1,000 if you don't wear shoes for 6 months.
$1,000 for 6 months?
Yeah.
No.
What would be the price?
I'm gonna bid high here. I'm gonna say if you paid me
Not $99.99.
not $99.99, if you paid me $1 million, I would in a heartbeat accept that deal.
Yeah, see, I was gonna go with $1 million, but I figured I'd start with 1,000 and see what would happen.
Okay, yeah, 1,000. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if I lived in fucking some nice place with nice ground,
And it was hot all the time, or
And-
kind of average, kind of warm.
it wouldn't even because your
Could
feet will get used to whatever the temperature is.
I don't know about cold though. Like,
I mean,
like
unless it's
fucking
freezing.
Minnesota cold.
Yeah, if it's freezing, you're
Like
your
not
toes
wearing
will fall
shoes in
off.
Minnesota in the middle of winter is not very smart.
Yeah, your toes will fall off.
Or Wisconsin.
Yeah, anywhere in the upper Midwest.
Yeah, that's not very smart.
No.
But I don't think this guy lived in it. I think this guy lived in like Georgia or something like that.
Yeah,
So winters probably weren't that bad.
it gets cold in Georgia.
Yeah, but it doesn't like get Minnesota cold or Wisconsin cold.
True that. Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
a fucking difference.
It gets-
That's cold.
yeah. Georgia probably gets like California cold. Like there was snow on the hills, but none down here.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like down here, I could see you trying to pull that. But I think down here, people would be more of, oh, Karens would be like, especially at the grocery store. That guy's not wearing shoes.
Oh yeah,
With the vid going around.
they won't let you in the grocery
Yeah.
store without shoes.
You got the vid going around and that guy's not wearing shoes. That's kind of disgusting.
Yeah,
I could see a Karen complaining about that.
no, Karens will always find something to complain about.
Yeah. So there was another thing I keep thinking of, and I'm like, this would be a really good idea. And then a friend of mine brought it up to his co-host on his show about the news and how she doesn't pay attention to the news. And I was like, well, Max pays attention to the news. But what Max doesn't pay attention to is people on social media.
No,
And I was like, you know what? I could tell you what people on social media are doing, and you could tell me if you think it's true or not.
yeah,
We could do a little segment.
that sounds
here.
like a fun game because social media is kind of like the news, but for liars who don't matter.
Right.
Whereas
So-
the news is for liars who do matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going to start this. I got a good one.
All right.
Have you heard of who Andrew Tate is?
Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know who Andrew Tate is?
No.
Andrew Tate's like this alpha dude who's gone around telling people that they should always have girls like, if you have a woman in your life, she should be your woman. Some of the stuff he says is actually kind of makes sense, but there's this whole thing with women that he was like, if I have a woman, I want her to stay home, and I don't want her to go out. I don't want her going out to the shop with her friends or anything like that. If she's my woman, she needs to be with me on time. She needs to be with me only, and when I get home, she needs to make me a hot dinner.
Gross.
Yeah, kind of stuff. Anyway, he got banned for saying stuff like that. Like, he got his Instagram taken down. He got his fucking, what else did he get? I think he got banned off of Twitter too. But good old Elon's going to let him back
Oh,
in.
yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah. Anyway, Andrew Tate wants to box one of the Paul brothers.
Does he?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you know who the Paul brothers are?
Yeah, it's like Logan Paul.
Uh-huh.
See one of them? And,
Yeah.
And then Aaron Paul? No, he's the actor from Breaking
He's an
Bad.
actor.
Yeah.
He's not related.
All right.
He may be one of their long lost brothers. We don't know.
Maybe Paul?
No.
No.
It starts with a J.
Jake Paul.
Yes.
Ah, that was going to be my next guess. All right.
But Jake Paul is he's gone from like doing YouTube to like actually doing boxing,
Okay.
and people still don't take him seriously as a boxer.
Okay.
They think he's like all of his fights are fixed and shit like that.
Yeah.
So Andrew Tate doesn't want to fight Logan Paul because he thinks Logan Paul's too wishy-washy for him.
Okay.
But he wants to fight Jake Paul.
All right.
What do you think the purse for that fight's going to go for? Do you think there's an audience for that fight? I'm going to answer it, but I'm going to let you answer it.
I think there is an audience for that fight.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah. I think there's a huge audience for that fight, and I could see the purse being like $100,000.
It's going to be more than that, but it's like people want to see that fight.
Because these guys aren't actually fighters.
Well, no, Andrew Tate was a world champion kickboxer
Oh, was he?
before he became like alpha male.
Oh,
Or like maybe he was an alpha male when he was doing kickboxing, but he's a strategic. He's like, he's a weird dude. He's like, you know what he is? He's like to all those guys that we make fun of that go to these alpha male things. Mm-hmm. He's like the leader.
Yeah.
He's like the guy that's like all these guys that need help with becoming a man, that don't know how to be a man. They worship this guy.
Yeah. He's the guy who's taking all their money.
Yeah. And laughing.
And laughing his way all the way to the bank.
Yeah. Because, like, in my opinion, he's a character, right?
Yeah.
Like, the shit he says, I'm like 90% sure the shit he says is just to get a reaction out of people.
Oh, yeah.
To get the views up. So he's, like, all over TikTok. Like, he's, like, now that he's banned off of Instagram, like, you could find him on TikTok talking his smack.
I would look him up if I wasn't afraid of what it would do to my algorithm. I don't want to spend a week fixing that algorithm.
Of having all of the alpha males on
having all the fucking alphas and the incels. And no, thank you.
We talk about it a lot. I mean, we've talked about alpha males before a lot on the show, but I just think it's ridiculous that people are like, oh, I need somebody to I'm so weird and like shut in that I need to pay somebody fucking $1,000 to teach me how to like handle myself around women.
Not at all.
I think it's weird.
I'll tell you for free how to handle yourself around women.
And it's like I was watching this thing. I can't remember what I was watching, or I was listening to this thing, and this woman was talking about it, and she was like, she actually made a lot of sense. She was like, if you need to pay some dude to teach you how to talk to women, you're missing out. You're not being yourself, and women could spot that you're not authentic. Like,
exactly.
Like,
fucking exactly.
Women don't, and it was the Pete Davidson. Oh, it was the Pete Davidson thing, right? Why women are attracted to Pete Davidson, right? And she was like, women are attracted to Pete Davidson because number one, he's funny. Mm-hmm. Number two, he's secure about himself, right? He knows he's not the greatest looking guy in the world.
Yeah.
Right. And number three, he doesn't care.
Right.
Like, he's not great looking. And that's what gives him the confidence that women are attracted to. Yeah. And then you had all these guys writing into her thing saying, oh, well, Pete Davidson makes a lot more money than I do, and I'm just a guy that's too nice. And she was like, there's no such thing as too nice. Women actually really want a guy that's nice.
Yeah.
They just don't believe it.
Yeah.
Or if they're 23, then this is something I believe, but she's like, if they're between 23 and 25, they're psycho.
That's just your experience. My experience is...
Dude, I'm telling you, there's something weird that happens between women that are 23 and 25. Like, there are women that are like, please don't get mad at me, please. Once they get past 25, they hit like 28, they're fine. But like I'm going to change that number. Hold on.
Okay.
Between 23 and 28.
Give or take
A few years. Because women mature faster than men. We all know that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
We all agree that women mature faster than men.
Depends on the woman, depends on the man.
Yeah.
But give or take, yeah.
Give or take. There's just something weird that happens between, they go through their whole, I just want to sleep with a bunch of people phase, or I just want a man that's going to take care of me phase. And then all of a sudden they come out of that at like 27, 28, 26, somewhere around there. Mm-hmm. And they're like, boom, I can take care of myself. Mm-hmm. Boom, I don't need any, boom, like, I'm independent woman, hear me roar. Right? But I'm telling you this because I was just around a woman a few days ago that I work with that's like around that age. She's like 24 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And she's right in the thick of that. Like, I just want to sleep with a bunch of people right now and like just have fun, yada, yada, yada. They're a little weird at that age.
I see.
I don't remember him being that weird when I was 23 or 24.
Shane, what color was your hair?
When I was 23 or 24?
Yeah.
I think it was normal.
Oh, really?
It was just, I think it was long. I can't remember, dude. It was like 25 years ago.
Yeah. And
it was long though.
Yeah. And on average, at that time in your life, on average, how much, like, percentage wise of your life were you inebriated?
I was inebriated 23, 24. I was not inebriated at the time.
No shit.
No, I was engaged to a woman at that time.
Oh. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember your story of that.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah, we don't
here.
need to get into that.
It ended badly. Let's just say that. And it was my fault. I got a little too scared of having heavy commitment. So maybe I was a psycho in that one.
Yeah.
So maybe it's anybody, maybe it's male or female between 23 and 20, now that I think about it. Because I was fucking so insecure and afraid that I thought it was a better idea to get engaged to this woman than stick to my ground if I just wanted to live with her.
Yeah. Which is insane.
Yeah.
Which is completely bonkers.
And I wondered why it didn't work out.
I have my own theory about this.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So there's a period early on when people, man, woman, or otherwise, when they get a person in their life, they're just happy to be there. So there's that.
Right.
And it probably sometimes it can be healthy, but probably it's not healthy. However, it's at least, hey, they're happy to be there.
Yeah.
Then they get out of that, and here's your fucking like 22 to 28 range, give or take. They're like, well, now I know what I don't want, and I'm going to find that in everybody that I fuck, and I'm going to fuck as many people as I can. Right?
Yeah.
So there's that. And then after that, they're like, well, now I actually know what I like, and I have the confidence to fucking seek it out.
So I'm going to stop all the fucking.
So they may or may not stop the fucking, but at least the fucking like stops being combined with fucking like self-loathing and hurling abuse at your partner and all that.
Yeah. At least it's like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And there's clear communication about it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's not like you're going around, you're telling her whatever she wants to hear. That's something I used to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want me to say I love you? Sure, I love you.
I once proposed to a girl hoping that she would just put out just that night. And then the next day I would take it back. That was my plan.
Oh yeah, you know about the whole proposal thing. Well, I got something to do in 6 months.
We should have this rule that you don't take seriously anything I said last night.
Yeah, I was. And by the way, in 6 months, I'm going to be joining the army.
I'm going to be joining the army.
I'm definitely going to Siberia.
Yeah,
that's where they're going to station me.
Yeah. Going to Siberia.
I'm going to be stationed there, so you can't contact me either.
Yeah.
Probably don't want to contact my family.
Yep. Just pretend I died.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? I'll trust me. I'll have made it seem real, like I died.
Yeah. You won't ever have to see me again. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, I think we could wrap this episode up.
Sure.
It's the podcast about nothing.
That makes you think of something.
Yeah, we're almost 40 minutes in.
Yeah, that's a goodly amount of.
So hopefully it was a little while. Hopefully it was
amount of time.
What's that?
That's a goodly amount of time.
Yeah, hopefully you guys laughed a little. We didn't get you down.
Yeah.
Wasn't too serious.
And
you had a good New Year's.
Had a good New Year's.
Had a good holiday. And the moral of the story is wear some fucking shoes.
Yeah, dude, wear shoes. If you live in a place that's like fucking has unnatural ground, wear shoes. If you live in a place where the ground is natural, maybe you don't have to wear shoes unless there's thorns.
Yeah, thorns are gnarly.
Yeah, or ice.
Ice is bad when you're barefoot.
Yeah, because you get frostbite and then your toes fall off.
Then they'll cut your toes off. They'll cut the whole foot off.
Honestly, if it's bad enough, they won't have to cut it off. They'll just hit
it with a hammer.
they just take a little hammer and they go tink and it fucking falls right off. Yeah.
Ooh. I just got a gnarly fucking visual on that.
Yeah.
Some guy sitting in the hospital writhing in pain. Like, my feet are frozen. And the doctor's like, dumbass, why are you wearing shoes? I was doing an experiment. Dumbass, it's like negative 10 degrees out.
Yeah. And they're like, all right, so can you wiggle your toes? And they're like, am I wiggling them? The doctor says no. And then the doctor says, okay, so I'm just going to inspect your toe. And he goes to touch it, and the toe just fucking comes off in his hand. And it's like, well, there goes that toe. Oh, can you put it back on? No, man.
No, man.
No, man.
No, man. Just a doctor talking like that. No, man. What we got to do instead is I got this little chisel here and this hammer here.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go peek and shatter your foot.
Yeah. I'll tell
It'll
you
be
what.
fine.
Yeah. Everywhere that it's turned black, I'm just going to remove that. But it's all black. Yep.
Anyway, that is our episode. And until next time, America,
Don't shat your poops.
don't shat your poops.